Hello, fire signs, and welcome to your daily focus tarot for Wednesday. I had a little bit of trouble getting the cards to want to come out for you. I kept hearing no. Hopefully you are not hearing no, or if you are, it's for your highest good. And I also had, I honestly don't remember who wrote it. It's been, at least 20 or 30 years since I even thought about it. It's been a long time. There's this poem, something like death stopped for me because I wouldn't stop for it. And I was thinking about that poem just before I started pulling cards for you. So this is the world in reverse, and I'll show it to you in the upright. In the upright, it's talking about having what you need to succeed and having the completion and the new beginning, the rebirth, as you can see her coming out and having her victory wreath. So in the reverse, obviously the opposite. It's talking about like a stagnation, something blocking you from having this rebirth, from having this transformation, this manifestation. And as a clarifier, the fairy light came out. Ethereal Visions didn't want to give me another card for you, so I started pulling from the Druidcraft the card, and I asked for the clarifier for the world being in reverse. The card that came out is the fairy light, or fairy, or however you say it, and this in the other deck is Temperance, so it's number 14. So you have the world, which is 21, which is the 3, and then you have 14, which is a 5. Now this is a card of balancing stuff in order to create something new. So it's a card of balancing, like good and bad, male and female, action with rest, in order to create something new, in order to create like a better blend, so to speak. So it's a card of alchemy. It can also be a card of entering a new stage in your life. So because you haven't mastered how to balance these two things, whatever this card is referring to in the world, because you haven't learned how to balance these things in your life, that's why you're blocked from this new beginning. That's why you're blocked from this completion, and you're stagnating. 3 of Cups. It can be a card of celebration, but it can also be a card of collaboration, and sometimes that collaboration can be like a negative thing. Like it can be what's holding you back from growing. I never liked working on group projects when I was in school, because a lot of times I would myself and maybe like 1 or 2 other people would put in a lot of effort, and then the other 3 people in the group would put in no effort, right? But we would all get the same grade. I found those types of group projects really unfair, lacking justice, so to speak. The amount of work was imbalanced, but everybody got the same reward, is what I'm trying to say. So it could be that something that you're trying to complete, you are doing all the work in the project, but the other people involved in it, and you haven't learned to like balance your work home life or your work and personal life, and possibly you're being blocked from this new beginning, from this new completion, this transformation, because you haven't learned to balance that, because you haven't learned to say to these other people, hey, step up and do what you're supposed to be doing, or I'm going to, stop you from getting equal reward in this, from getting equal grades, equal pay, whatever it is. Sometimes, you have to move on when that's the situation too. At the bottom of the Druid craft, we have the Hermit. So this is finding your path. And you have to go within to find your path. And sometimes you have to go alone. You have to be loyal to yourself, not to other people, not to the group, not to the company, not to whatever organization or religion or whatever it is. Even to your family. If somebody's taking advantage of you, no, put a stop to it. So this is, what's in your unconscious, what's hidden from you is the Hermit. So finding your own path, being loyal to yourself. 9 of Cups. This, you see he's alone here in the hall, but he's got all these guest spots set up. And he looks rather happy with himself. This is either after his guests are left, but more likely because it's nice and neat, it's before his guests have arrived. He's contemplating what's going to happen, and he's satisfied with it. 10 of Cups is the ultimate satisfaction. 9 of Cups is just one step away from it. And then we also have 7 of Cups, which is about possibility. I always say this one, you see he's got the 1 cup there, and it's almost like the cup that this guy is holding, right? He's got that 1 cup there that he can hold on to, and these cups, you don't know if he's just like looking at the water, imagining them, or if they're actually under the water, and he could just decide to sit up and reach down and grab them, all of them. So this is the card of possibility. And it's talking about possibility, emotional possibility, spiritual possibility. So like growth. It's talking about your growth. So going on your own path, being loyal to yourself to find satisfaction in your own growth. And underneath that we have the 8 of Wands, which is talking about like a fast change, a movement. Sometimes they say air travel, but I look at it more as just like movement, like fast change and movement. Like you realize, like you're debating doing something, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh yeah, I should do that, or no, I should do this instead. And you no longer have any doubt whatsoever about what you should be doing. So you just start doing it, and other people are maybe like, oh, well, you're rushing it too fast. You need to think about it more. But you've already been thinking about it, so you know the direction you need to go in, right? So you just start moving fast. Now, at the bottom of the Ethereal Visions, where I left off after the World card, and the bottom of the deck is what's hidden, what's in your unconscious. 3 of Cups here too. But you'll notice these 3 of Cups are quite different. This one is more on the celebratory side, on the collaboration side. They're toasting, toasting to your health, or cheers, or slang, or whatever you want to say. Whereas this 3 of Cups, it's maybe about celebration, but I always read these as the Norns, like they're coming, or the Weird Sisters. These are fates. So they're like coming out of the water. They've got the victory that's outlining the laurel at the bottom. They're coming out of the water, and they've got this golden thread. So the golden thread, or the silver thread, some people call it the cord of life. You can look into that if you really want to, but to me this is more about like destiny. when this Three of Cups comes out. So you've got this Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck and what's hidden from you, what's in your unconscious, and then you've got the Page of Pentacles. So knowledge, messages, information after thinking about something in your material life, something either job-wise or something. I'm going to say this is more about like family and friends than it is about necessarily money, right? So to me, this is talking a lot about figuring out your strategy, figuring out what you want to do, and getting that imbalanced, or getting that imbalance fixed, and getting what you're going to do into some sort of balance in your life, into some sort of way that you can move forward on your path. And it's probably not going to be with other people. Or if it is with other people, they need to pull their own weight. Okay? And you need to be firm in setting that. You know, say, if you're not pulling your own weight, I'm fine being on my own. I can walk my own path. I can find my own balance. And I can move forward with that. Okay? Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.